So am I finally doing it? I'm out here with my bike. Have my camp. Have my bicycle. I'm not looking to make like a kind of vlogs, you know, on living with bicycle, but I'm out here. This is my camp. And yeah, I'm pretty good here. I have my little super comfortable chair. I have this power bank. I have a power bank for my computer, for my laptop. I'm sitting out here. I'm playing poker, and I'm kind of like traveling by bicycle here with my super nice bike. And made a little coffee here now. I have a little water. I could show everything I have. This blanket is super nice. My mom gave it to me. And yeah, got this now. It's super nice weather. It's a little bit chilly today. It's like 20 degrees here. And it's been really warm the past few days, and it's gonna be really warm again. I just put it up for, you know, like sun. It's good to put up, I think, and it's nice. It makes the camp nicer. But yeah, I'm out here in the forest. I'm outside of Örebro here in Sweden, which is like a biggish city for Sweden. And it's just I'm a 15-minute ride into town, like not even that, like really close by. And it's super safe here in Sweden. You just make your camp. There's a little bit bigger path there and there, and I think here maybe sometimes someone comes. And yeah, I'm gonna be starting my poker here in a little bit, like an hour or two. I figured I would give it a try here to just film this video. But I'm gonna take out my laptop. I have yeah, I have a really nice power bank for my laptop, so I can play, and good for some time to sit out here in the forest and play. And it's a little bit awkward, like if someone walks by and be sitting here. You know, it feels a bit vulnerable. It's fine, like the only people who come here are like, you know, joggers, or I don't know, parents maybe some. I mean, it's like people who are out just like on a stroll. It's not like there's not too much danger even here. Like if I go into town, or if I go, I'm just gonna stay here all day today, but I tend to make camps like this for like a week or whatever at a time. And or I tend to stay in places like this for a bit, and then I take my valuables with me, like my computer, you know, and the things I really don't want to lose, and or you know, like my most valuable things. And I leave my stuff here, and you know, it's fine. Like it's it's pretty safe, but still it feels a bit vulnerable, like sitting out here, you know, with your computer in the forest. If someone comes by, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, it just feels a little bit awkward, I think. But yeah, I've been wanting to start here for so long. So long I've been wanting to do YouTube. Just checking my battery. Should be good here. Should be good to film. I've been wanting to do it for so long. For so long. I've done YouTube in the past. I posted something a few years ago, and it's been in my mind like to get back to do it. And for so long I haven't been able to. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. Like there's a lot of things I want to process. There's a lot of things I need to kind of try to relate to and make sense of, and things I just need to get out, I think. Or things I just, yeah, like make sense of my time in Brazil, like make sense of a lot of things and talk about, you know, yeah, basically a lot of things I find difficult, to be honest. So like I said when I started here making this video, or like I just mentioned, I like, I'm not looking to make, you know, vlogs. I can make a vlog here, you know, like or maybe I mean I'm not really that interested in making a vlog like, oh, look at like the life biking out. I think there's a lot of vlogs out there already of like people living on their bikes or whatever. I'm more interested in like kind of showcasing like different parts of it, you know, like different struggles, I think, of like what I find maybe difficult about this life. And but anything I feel like I want to share, like also of course I can make, you know, things that I love about this lifestyle as well, but maybe make an episode about, you know, I don't know, more like on different themes. I could talk about different themes, like what are different struggles with living like this, like what is it like, you know, like looking for a place and when you can't, or like kind of feeling like really, maybe feeling really vulnerable, like that's been a theme I've felt a lot, you know, just feeling vulnerable. At the last place I was at, I was starting to feel really vulnerable there. And then but like it comes with this, I guess, you know, like living like this, and a lot of times like leaving your stuff behind, or you happen times like you leave your things on a bike and you go somewhere. But maybe make episode more around like different themes like that. And yeah, a lot of things I want to talk about, like try to make sense. Maybe I want to talk about, you know, like my time in Brazil, like I spent 4 years there, and make sense of that. Kind of this, the way I've been traveling, just I've been going from place to place for so long, like without being rooted anywhere. And you know, a lot of time in Brazil, like people are like, oh wow, amazing, like you keep going from place to place. I'm just like unrooted, you know, I just don't know where to be. And I'm not saying like there's also like amazing parts of this, but and I like spending time like this out in the forest, and I've chosen like this lifestyle here. But maybe talk about like the sense of like just traveling from a place of like rooted, like unrooted, like not being rooted, you know. Talk about things like this, and talk about like a lot of the isolation I went into in Brazil, and this hung up around like being in touch, just extreme difficulty. So many people haven't been able to get back to, like not staying in touch. I think I need to talk about this and make sense of this and share this. And I remember when I was like 20, I used to write a lot of poetry. And I remember like writing a poem, and I managed to like capture what I've been going through. Like I had to go through like a lot of, I've been struggling, and then I managed to capture into a poem, and then it was like, oh, okay, it kind of makes sense. Like if you pass through something and then you can express it, like it kind of makes sense, right? So I need to express these things. I need to express these things, like talk about the isolation I've been, you know, a lot of Brazil, which was like isolation, a lot of Brazil, which was staying put inside, and trying to like make sense of, you know, maybe relationships, or make sense of things, or just process stuff, you know, just a lot of time just staying by myself and just writing and just trying to process things. And I need to maybe like express this, what I've been going through, and talk about it, and make sense of it. And yeah, my feeling is like I'm the only one, you know. I think maybe a lot of people feel like that, like you're the only one with like a certain experience. And then maybe it's good to talk about it, because then maybe, you know, maybe there's someone else who has that same experience, and I guess you can connect over it, or it's like someone can see it and not feel so alone, or just for me, like a lot of reasons for me to like make sense. And I just felt like for a long time like I've been needing to do this, and talk about like difficulties, the impossibility with like staying in touch, and kind of what that is about, and a lot of things. And I'm not sure exactly what I will talk about, you know, or I have some ideas, and just share maybe like I've been traveling in the past, like going moneyless. I made a couple of movies like in Brazil about like traveling moneyless, and maybe talk about that experience, talk about like making a movie, talk about putting myself out there on YouTube, and how extremely difficult that was, and just kind of why I did it the way I did it, and what was behind it. And yeah, a lot of stuff like that. Traveling moneyless in France, and I dreamt about this guy, Claude, a friend, like one of the best people I ever met, and he passed away. And just maybe I filmed a lot like there. We were like occupying an abandoned house there in the south of France, and I filmed it and never put it out. And maybe I want to show that to make like a tribute to him. You know, it could be cool to make. And yeah, so I've been wanting to make, I've been wanting to get going for a long time. And then it just, there's always been this idea like, okay, one day, but I've had a sense like not quite yet, you know. Yeah, I was in Brazil and it was just like I couldn't do it. I tried to film, like I was on the bike there as well. I tried to film, but I just couldn't do it, like because Brazil for me was just like constant noise, constant dogs, constant screaming, just constant feeling like I'm not respected, you know. That's kind of that's why a lot what I left Brazil with, like that was like my yeah, a lot of my impression of Brazil was like that, and I couldn't do it, and I felt like it was too chaotic. And then I left Brazil after 4 years, and I went to Europe, and then I was bouncing around here and just feeling unsettled and trying to get sorted, and then getting this bike and sorting out, you know, this life with all the getting sorted, like so that I have like a nice camp, you know, getting all the bags and everything for my bike, and yeah, just getting everything sorted. And now I started biking. I left my hometown, was seeing some family, and maybe I think I want to talk about that, you know, like difficulties in like family relations at some point. There's a lot of different videos I want to make. And yeah, I left maybe like a week and a half ago or something like that. I left there and I started like properly biking, and I got this sense now like I'm pretty settled now into this life. I feel like I got into this. It was like 7 weeks ago or something, like almost like a month and a half, 2 months ago or something, that I bought my bike. And I've been sorting everything out, and I've been getting into this, and I've been like getting used to like sleeping like this out in the forest, like making camps in different places. And I feel like I'm pretty settled into this. And then I was on my way to Norway to this like this meetup, but I stay so like I'm such a loner. Like I would like to connect more, but I just drawn to like spending time by myself and like this. And I decided not to go, and because a lot of this is because I felt like I needed to start with this YouTube, and I just felt like now it's actually the time to start, and I don't need to. I got this realization now. I biked for a few days out here. I got to this town, Örebro, and I just got this sense like I've been constantly like chasing, making some improvements, you know, which makes a lot of sense. And or it's changing my situation somehow, you know. I live in Brazil. I was trying to go to the Baltics. I thought I was gonna stay there. It didn't work out. I went to Sweden. I stayed in Airbnb for a couple of months, and then I was looking for a vehicle to live in. I decided I wasn't gonna get it because for financial reasons. I got this super nice bike instead. I've been going around, I've been playing poker, I've been sleeping out in the forest, and I've been trying to get this all set up. And now I felt like I needed to like see some family, and I needed to, yeah, check some boxes, you know, before I could like really start my bike. And then I hit out with the bike, and I'm like, there's nothing more really to me to sort out here. I'm pretty settled into this life. And yeah, so I just figured now is the time to start to make a video. And now I'm gonna start here playing poker here in a little bit, and I figured I would just pick up the camera and see, just, is this something, do I feel okay with this? When I'm talking, I don't know, should I walk around? I don't know. I'm not asking this to get engagement, you know. I'm so tired of all the YouTube, like, it's always like, oh, comment, like, no, I'm just like, I just want to make the video, and that's that. But yeah, here's I already showed my bike, but it's really nice. I don't know. I don't know if I should walk around. I guess I will see the video and then I mean what I film, and then I will kind of see like, do I prefer it if I'm walking around talking or just sitting or whatever. But yeah, I figured it was the time now to start this. At least try film it here today and see what it looks like. And yeah, so yeah, I think I mentioned now kind of like where I want to take this channel, what I want to talk about, and I feel like having like being on the bike is like a nice backdrop, right? It's like, how do you call it in English? It's like in Swedish, it's like ramberättelse. It's like a frame. Is that an expression in English? Like a frame story, where it's like, for now, as long as I'm on the bike now, it's kind of nice to like, hey, I'm out on the bike and I'm living like this, and like, okay, I'm looking for my camp, or I'm going from this place to that place, and while I'm doing this, I want to talk about this. So I want to talk about all these things that I mentioned, you know. Could be something related to like being on a bike. Okay, like this is the theme of like, or this is like what I'm experiencing right now here on the bike. Like this is what I'm trying to relate to, or this is the difficulty right now, or this is what I love about like being out here on the bike like this, or this are the things I feel like I want to talk about and get out, or something I lived like years ago, or maybe just show like, okay, or this is what I went through in Brazil, you know. And I can edit this. I can, if I'm quiet for some time and thinking what to say, I can kind of edit it out. It's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of ways I can go with this channel. I can kind of show this life. I can go through the things I have here. Show my pot. I can show the power banks that I have. I can show how I do with the water if anyone's interested. How I make my camp, how I find a camp spot. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I don't know how much I want to be biking. I don't know. I prefer this, staying in places, like making camp. And then a part of me is like thinking maybe when the summer is over, maybe I just want to bike down to like Portugal or something. Or a part of me is like, I think it would be cool to make like a long bike trip, right? Or like cross Europe or something like that. And but for most of it, I like just like making camp, I think. So this is pretty cool, I think. Just like make camp somewhere, be out in the forest. I can make videos like this, and then see whatever is the next video comes up. I can bike, and it's amazing to be doing this in Sweden. Pretty amazing. Weather's nice here in the summer. You can put up camp like this anywhere. You have the freedom to roam. Allemansrätten, as we say in Swedish. There's a weird sound now come from the tree. But that's kind of part of it. Maybe that's also like something, maybe you come alive because like being out there. Because when you hear these noises, you're like, what is that? It sounds like a door creaking, and then it's like, oh, it's a tree. It's pretty amazing. There's no animals around here to like kill you or nothing. You can put camp like this. People leave you alone. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, see you in the next episode, maybe.